Hey, we're back again. So we're going to put some polyurethane on here, let that dry, and then see what else we can get done for today. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Right, Dean? Yeah. Alright. He's just kind of wiping some of the debris that's settled on it overnight. It's kind of got dust and all kinds of stuff in here from working. So. Alright, we'll come back. Hey you guys, it's Jess again, so I'm back and we are finishing up for the night. We are ready to eat and spend some time together and relax. My little daughter Kaylee is down here for a moment. She's gonna come back upstairs. So I wanted to give you a recap or a cap, whatever you want to call it, of what we got done today. So we were able to put one coat of polyurethane on my son's flag frame. We'll have to probably do an additional coat tomorrow. Temperatures are funny, so it takes a lot longer to dry. But we switched gears and we started working on the cuts for it's a platform dolly for the camper slide out that I've been talking about outside. So my dad and I and my son Phoenix, which he already went upstairs, did some cutting, and you know we got a lot of pieces cut. So let me show you. So Phoenix and I were working on cutting the 4x4s for the dolly portion of this platform to pull our slide out on, or my slide out on, and we've got 4 pieces cut. We actually ended up having a kickback incident. Thank God nobody got hurt. We handled it well. So. And then my dad, with his help, he helped cut some of my 2x4s for me. And that's for the decking portion of the platform. And we will be putting this thing on casters. These are rated like really, really super heavy duty. They're supposed to hold a lot of weight, so it should hold that slide out. And we'll be able to roll it around the driveway, which will be great. And then we got a 3-ton jack, and I probably will have to go get some bottle jack, but we should be prepared. And all my cuts I made for my 4x4s were done with the circular saw and a speed square. And then, sorry, she wanted to see the camera. And then my dad did all his cuts on his miter saw and my table saw. So that's what we got done for today. Tomorrow we'll be doing more, and we'll catch you then. Until then, Kaylee and I wish you a good night. Bye. We'll see you later. Hey, you guys, it's Jess from Freedom Gardener Girl. We're back again. What was it, day 6? I still have Phoenix and Kaylee with me. Gwen should be coming on Thursday, coming back over. And yeah, we're going to put another coat of polyurethane on these framing pieces. Then we'll have to let them dry again, and it's going to take forever just because of the cooler temperatures. It's even colder today. It's supposed to be like 45 today. And it's cloudy, or partly cloudy. So then I'll have to set another day. And then we'll be able to actually cut the dados. I got my fence jig for my router in the mail yesterday. We've got the bit we need, so that is ready to rock and roll. We just have to learn how to, or figure out how to do it, which shouldn't be too hard, I hope. So we'll put another coat, let these dry, and then we're gonna change gears and we're gonna start cutting more 4x4s for the platform dolly to pull my camper slide out so we can fix the framing and do the work that we need to do on there. Kaylee says hi. Hi. All right, but instead of keep talking to you guys, I'm gonna get on with it and we'll come back with a recap. Bye. Hey, we're back. Hi, Phoenix. Say hi. All right, so he's goofy. Anyway, so we were able to do our second coat of polyurethane. It is still drying in the camper, and we were able to work on the part of the dolly, the platform dolly to put the slide out from the camper onto. And we'll show you real quick what we did, right, Phoenix?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have got our 2 end pieces to the dolly portion, and we've got 4x4s that we've cut. These are 23 inches in length, and this is 34 inches. And then we took 5-inch decking screws that are probably about a 1/4 inch in gauge, and then or diameter. And then we took those and we did our pilot holes, and then we countersunk them into the 34-inch and the 23-inch 4x4s at an angle, so they went kind of in that trajectory. And then we got smart in turning these upside down so that we could let gravity help us do the work in installing our casters. And they're locking casters, so they will move around, and then they can lock, when we need them to stay still. And this will allow us to safely roll our slide out around the parking pad, driveway, whatever you want to call it, and be able to do what we need to do. So tomorrow we're going to try to work on the rest of the flag frame. We should be able to get our dado cut into it and be able to take our corner clamps, clamp the frame together and tack that in. And I've got to sew the flag onto the canvas backing frame though, so we are so close. But I need to get some fabric to put behind the flag to help give it some extra material to grab onto when I put the needle through with that monofilament thread. But we're gonna go upstairs and we're gonna eat and try to relax, right, Phoenix?
Yeah.
And we'll see you tomorrow. Y'all have a good night. We had a good time with y'all. As usual, see you later. Night. Hey you guys, it's Jess again from Freedom Gardener Girl. Back again with my buddy, my son, Phoenix. And we're getting to the last steps of this frame for his flag. Sorry, I've got a little irritation in my throat today. So I got the DeWalt parallel fence to go on my router. So we're gonna learn how to set that up, and then we're gonna be cutting dados into this frame piece about 5/16 of an inch down and only about an 1/8 inch deep. So we'll have to set the depth on the router to an 1/8 inch, and then we can use the fence to kind of make sure we stay in a straight line when we get down to where we want to be. So yeah, and I've got a double flute straight bit that I'll be installing to use on this. And then I've got to sew the flag onto the board up, and it's upstairs. And we'll be taking brad nails and we'll be securing the corners with the brad nails. And then the top, I'm gonna try to find like a smaller screw, and I'm gonna use screws to secure the top, so that way when we get our piece of glass we can take that off and we can slide it down in. But that'll be it for the flag frame. Hopefully we're getting closer to getting done. My kids go back to their dad's on Sunday, so have a few more days like to get this done, and then we have some work to do on the camper, specifically the platform dolly, so we'll get to that later. But we got up early today. We got a good start. We already went to Julian's, came back, so we're gonna get some stuff done before lunch. Yep. And we'll come back with a recap. All right, see you soon. Hey you guys, it's Jess. We're back. So And Kaylee as well. She says hello. So we've had a day. We found out that my dad and I cut the pieces of wood that we had for the outer edges of the frame too short.
Mm-hmm.
Because I guess when we added the canvas on afterwards and the whole like actual part of the frame, it added a little bit of play. So anywhere from up to about close to 1/4 of an inch total length that we were off. So pretty bad actually. So we ended up having to scratch it. We also had problems cutting our dados correctly without the router like jumping. And I have a parallel fence that we installed on it. We're trying to get used to that. So I guess like it was just a learning curve. And I did practice on scrap wood before we put it on the actual pieces. So I guess it kind of worked out that the wood cut was not long enough, and we just had to start all over again. So we started all over again, unfortunately, but
we got it done.
But this time we, since I already have the stretcher frame completely done, I had something to really test the pieces on. So we cut new pieces, we cut new dados in those pieces, and we have stained them again. Let these dry overnight, and then we have to polyurethane them again. So we're a little bit behind, but hopefully we'll get caught up and everything will be good. We didn't get to anything to do with the slide out dolly platform, so we'll have to try to get to it tomorrow. But all right.
Leave a like and subscribe to this video if you like it.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Well, she's good. She's good.
It's clean.
So you hear her. You hear her. She said, like, share, subscribe, comment below. We'd love to hear from you. Until then, good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Hey, it's Jess again from Freedom Gardener Girl. We got Phoenix here. So we're just going to do a little light work on the woodworking side today. And we're going to be putting a coat of polyurethane on our reduce pieces. We're going to let that dry. We got 2 heaters going down here, so hopefully they'll speed up the drying time. I'll try to warm it up down here. And then I'll be going upstairs and I'm going to work on sewing the flag to the canvas. I kind of started a little bit last night. It got really late, so decided to go to bed. But that's what we're going to be doing, right, Phoenix?
Yeah.
And they got to go back home on Sunday. Today's Friday, so and try to enjoy my time with them.
Yep.
All right. We'll see you shortly. Bye. Okay, so we have our coat of polyurethane on, and we're gonna let that dry. And again, I got this little heater and that little heater on, so hopefully that'll help. And then Phoenix is cleaning the brushes right now, and then we're going to go upstairs. I'm going to start sewing the flag. So I'll show you how that looks once I get done. I have a feeling it's going to take me a long time. I've already done a few stitches. And it's really hard to get through the canvas because it's so stretched onto the board. But I'll make it work. So, alright, we'll see you shortly. All the stitching done. Hey guys, it's me. We're back. So we have got 3 of the sides completely secure and fastened with brad nails. The top, on the other hand, I need to be able to have it removable so that we can buy a piece of glass and slide it down in there, but I don't want really bulky screws. in here. Because I'm not going to use brad nails because I want to be able to screw this and put glass down and then screw it back. But I want some nicer nails that are not going to show as much or look tacky. So we're not going to be using the brad nailer for the top. And there's also a pretty significant bow in here. So being able to screw it down, it's allowed us to, or brad nail them down has been allowed us to keep it flush and kind of get rid of that bow. But I'll have to accomplish that with screws somehow until we can get the glass in. Once we get the glass in, then we could probably shoot some brad nails in there and be fine. So I'll have to revisit this later, but it's going to go home with my son. So I'll have to work that out logistically. But so far, this is what it looks like. And if you can see, it's pretty good and it's secure. The only thing we had happen, we had a stray brad nail, which I'll have to snip that and kind of carefully take my angle grinder and soften it down. And then there was one in the back too that just slightly poked out, which I'll have to do the same thing. But that's it. We're gonna call it a wrap. We're gonna go to the store tomorrow and find the appropriate screws, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good night. Hey, it's Jazz from Freedom Garden Girl. Got Phoenix back again. All right, should be the last day that we're gonna be working on this frame. Yay. Okay, so we went to Ace Hardware because Ace Hardware is really great. And we found these screws. They're a number 6 Phillips flathead
wood screw.
Wood screw, and they are 1.5 inch long. So it should do the trick. So we're gonna countersink, or we're gonna like pre-drill into our wood at the top because I want this piece to be removable, and then we'll sink our screws in throughout the top of it, and it should hide pretty nicely because they're black. It'll blend in with that brown. It's a Kona stain, so it should work. And once we're done with that, then we're gonna install my truck bed cover, and then we'll see what else we can get to today, or we can play games together. We're gonna do some fun stuff hopefully today before they have to go home tomorrow. All right, we'll make sure when we're finished with this completely, we're gonna do a picture of it standing up so you can see it, and let y'all see what it looks like finished. All right, don't go away. We'll be right back.